The single-player half of Doom understands what made the 1993 original work. This is old-school run-and-gun mayhem with few concessions to modern shooter trends, and for the most part, it's good stuff. The multiplayer, on the other hand, sacrifices all its heritage and character at the altar of modern FPS cliches. The cold open for Doom is one of the most memorable of recent times, dumping you directly into Doom Guy's shoes and specifically rejecting newfangled ideas like exposition. It draws a line in the sand, declaring that Doom will adhere to John Carmack's famous quote from Masters of Doom: "Story in a game is like story in a porn movie. It's expected to be there, but it's not that important." When you're shooting, you're almost always locked in a room while a PA system tells you there are too many demons nearby for it to unlock the doors. The shooting initially feels great, thanks to some powerful weapons like the super shotgun and gory melee kills that reward you with over-the-top animations and essential health pickups. It begins to wear thin as you repeat the same pattern over and over for 8.5 hours. You enter a room, run laps backwards through the area, creating a train of enemies that funnel into your shooting, and then you run forward to finish off any stragglers. It is punctuated by some unexpectedly fun boss battles though. For some, this is exactly what Doom should be because it resembles the 1993 game of the same name. But with all due respect, those are desperately low expectations. That isn't to say that Doom isn't fun, mindless action is classic for a reason. But it doesn't really distinguish itself by recreating 25-year-old gameplay. Luckily, exploration elements between arenas provide a respite when you tire of clearing the kill chamber rooms, and there are scores of secrets for you to seek out and find. The hardest ones hide at the end of some very tough platforming. If the multiplayer had the same bond with nostalgic shooters as the single player, it might have turned out better. Instead, it's a very generic shooter with some bad ideas mixed in. Loadouts give you 2 weapons from the beginning of each life, hack modules act like perks, and the melee system teleports you and locks you into animations, sometimes in the most ludicrous ways. Even worse, Doom multiplayer's old-style map design conflicts with its new-style progression system. Fixed power-up placement and shortcuts give experienced players who know the map an advantage. This makes the decision to restrict access to weapons and include a Call of Duty-style leveling system that much stranger, because it gives experienced players another leg up with access to better weapons and more powerful demon runes. And those demon runes, which transform you into one of 4 demons, are wildly unbalanced. In this powerful form, getting kills has less to do with player skill and more to do with basic levels of awareness. When the rune spawns on the field, many will abandon their current objective and beeline directly for it. Because being killed by a monster who can one-shot you is grossly unsatisfying, if the other team acquires the rune, all you can do is run away, or try to. The SnapMap map editor is the real highlight of multiplayer. With a robust tutorial, this sneakily simple creation tool allows you to put together your own maps for both competitive and cooperative multiplayer. You're stuck within the confines of the template system, but people are already using those limitations to drive creativity. There are recreations of original Doom maps, co-op horde-style adventures, and even stranger inventions, all created by people using SnapMap and promoted by a community-curated voting system. Doom is like 2 separate games. The single player is nostalgic to a fault, dealing heavily in a satisfying, if straightforward, sort of chaos. But the multiplayer tries to meld Quake 3 style map design with Call of Duty style loadouts, failing to capture the elements which make either game grossly addictive. For more on Doom, stick with IGN.